All right, budget knife shoppers, you don't want to miss this video. Stick around. I love the process of shopping and reviewing a good budget knife, and I gotta tell you, I'm really excited about this one. The knife we're going to be looking at in this video today was not a knife that was sent to me to review. It's just one that I went out and picked up on my own. And what's cool about this knife is that it comes in a large size and in a smaller size, but both sizes are good size blades. SwissTech has one out there just like this. In fact, FLISSA and SwissTech put out a lot of blades that are very similar, but let's take a look at this knife. Before I pull this out, I want to let you know I paid $20 for this. And I must say, I was really shocked when the package arrived. This knife is 11.58 inches in length, so it's a really good size knife. It's also got about a 6.5 inch blade. I also went out and ordered the smaller size to this knife. The smaller size is about 9 3/8 in length with a close to 5 inch blade on that one. So that's still a good size knife. And the smaller size is only $16.99. Now let's look at the thickness of this. This is about 4.3 millimeters thick. For those who want to know the steel, it's 5CR13 MOV, which has good corrosion resistance. It's pretty tough and it's easy to sharpen. This is a full tang knife with a wooden handle here with some good ergonomics, and what I like about the description on the site is it actually shows you the deconstruction of this, and this is a genuine full tang knife here. Just because something is advertised as full tang does not mean it's a true full tang. I recently reviewed a Boker mini tracker knife, and it is, marketed as full tang, but after doing a little bit of research, I've discovered that the knife underneath the handle is very skeletonized, and a lot of people have had issues with it breaking. I had a good conversation in the thread with someone in that video about the tang with that particular knife. And it just comes down to this: if you're going to be carrying a knife out there, and especially using it, for survival or survival type situations, you need a sturdy tang. You don't need something that's going to be easily compromised. The knife was paper sharp and shaving sharp out of the box. It's doing some shaving. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. This is advertised as all-purpose, hunting, survival, bushcraft, skinning, even self-defense. Now this is a big knife to carry around every day for self-defense. And now, thankfully, they do make the smaller version, which is going to be a lot better for everyday carry. It's the same design, it's just smaller and a lot more compact, but you can do whatever you want to with this knife. Now, let's talk about the sheath. I think it comes with a very good quality sheath. This is a leather sheath, and it's very, very sturdy. It's not flimsy like some of the sheaths out there that you can get on a budget knife. You actually get a really solid, good looking, sturdy sheath with this knife. One thing I like in particular about a sheath like this is it does protect the sharpness of the blade. I like to mix things up with my knife reviews. I don't always beat the blade up when I do a review. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. I've tested so many knives that are similar to this, and they all perform really well right out of the box. This one's heavy and full tang and very, very sharp. It's going to excel in pretty much every task. You're just going to have to keep the blade sharp, and thankfully you can sharpen a blade like this. The hardness is about 54 to 59 HRC. It's inevitable that every one of my knives get thrown. I'm a knife thrower, a passionate knife thrower, so I like to throw knives. I actually prefer throwing knives like this over knives that are intended for knife throwing. I just think it's more natural, it's more combative. If you get a knife like this and decide you want to throw it, if you begin throwing this and you start missing, you're going to knock the handle off of this knife. It's just inevitable, it's going to happen. One thing you can do is what I do with my knives that I want to throw is I'll secure the handle with some hockey tape. You can take hockey tape off and it doesn't leave a residue, and it can preserve your handle. You can just leave the hockey tape on, or you can take it off, but if you throw something like this right here, you definitely want to secure this handle with some hockey tape just to keep it from coming off. Let's talk about the handle, because I know when you're looking at a knife review, you're wondering, is the handle going to be too big or too small for my hand? I have right at a large glove size, and I don't fully engulf this handle. If you have an XL glove, your hand's going to engulf the entire handle. But I think the handle's got a good length to it, and you know, whether you have a big hand or a small hand, it will, you know, it'll accommodate. Now, some may consider the handle to be a little thin, some like a thicker handle. I like it the way it is. I don't like the handle too thick. I like it just the way that it is. The item weight is listed at about 15.8 ounces, but I'm guessing that that is sheath included. Now, you're going to know when you hold this that you're holding weight and power. And if you're one of those that likes to chop with your knife, I know a lot of people don't believe in that, but you can most definitely chop with this. Very sharp and very weighty, and it's got a lot of leverage and a lot of length. So I'm going to give you my final first impression of this. I cannot believe that I got this for 20 bucks, and I can't believe the slightly smaller size is $16.99. I used to think that Granway had the best prices in accordance with the knife that they offer, but I got to tell you, this is taking the lead for me as far as the amount of knife you get and the price that you pay. You know, at this price, you could get multiple. You could get 2 or 3 of these and always have a knife, always have what you need. I can't wait to get the smaller size. I will probably reveal that in a YouTube short, but thank you so much for watching this. I will leave you a link in the description so you can go out and purchase this blade. I like to tell everybody to get it while you can. Get it while it's cheap, because as the demand goes up, the price will go up. So go check out this blade and pick you up a few. Take care.